What's going on, guys? Welcome to Branded by Wood. I'm Wood Lagute, your WordPress web designer, and in today's video we're pretty much going to talk about the best hosting service for your websites. So pretty much my number one recommended web hosting service is, yes, we're going to cut right to the chase. We're not going to build you up and build up all this anticipation, even though I kind of just did. But anyways, my number one recommended web hosting service is SiteGround. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've left the link down to it in the description, but pretty much what I'm going to do is just tell you a little bit about why they're my number one pick and why I would choose them over any other web hosting platform. Okay, so the number one thing for me is customer service when it comes to companies that I work with or work through, right? And so far, SiteGround has proven to be one of the best when it comes to customer service. It's proven to be one of the best when it comes to security in terms of keeping your websites secure and even speed, to be honest. All right, so there's been a lot of tests made, not just by me, but by other web designers as well. And SiteGround has proven time and time again to be one of the top when it comes to your website speed. Okay, so if those are some things that you value, kind of like what I value when it comes to building my own websites, that would be something that SiteGround will provide to you. Okay, so another big benefit that you will get if you when you do go with SiteGround is that they do have a very generous 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you are not satisfied for any given reason with their service, you can get your money back in 30 days, and I'm pretty sure you'll figure out if you're satisfied or not within that 30-day period. Okay, so just bear that in mind when you're working with SiteGround when it comes to building your own websites. All right, so let's go a little bit further down the list. They do also promise a 99.99% uptime, and basically what that means is your website will pretty much only be down a average of 0.01% of the time. Okay, so honestly, you never really have to worry about your website being down, is what they're trying to say. All right, and they're using that little 0.01% as pretty much a way to cover their bleep. I could just edit the bleep in. I don't have to say bleep. Anyways, so they're pretty much using that and basically telling you that you don't really have to worry about your website ever being down because of hosting, okay? Because their service is pretty much top notch, so your website will always be up and running, which to me is great. My experience with SiteGround has been amazing. Like, my websites are never down, so I can attest to that. Your website's never gonna be down. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're choosing what hosting service you are going to go with when it comes to building your own website. All right, so they also provide free daily backups and restores on all of their plans. All right, so whatever plan you wanted to, whichever plan you choose to go with SiteGround, you do have multiple different plans. Just bear in mind that you will get free backups. Okay, what that basically means is you'll never have to worry about losing all of your website files. So anything that you do on your website in terms of like the files that you have, like let's say you have an online store, all of your products and stuff like that. If something was to go wrong with your website, like if you were to get hacked or things were to get deleted by mistake or anything like that, just know that your website is backed up on your SiteGround account. And it's done so every single day to make sure that your stuff is safe. So you can always restore from an older backup of your website. If something was to go wrong, if you was to break something, or if your designer was to tell you not to touch this part of the website and you, for some reason went and touched that part of the website, and guess what? You broke everything and now it doesn't work. You can always count on SiteGround having saved the older backup, and you can always restore back to that older backup, and now everything is fine, and you get to lie to your web designer and say, I never touched anything. Isn't that great? Anyways, next, so you also do have a lot of quick install options. So a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing on this channel is pretty much done through WordPress. All right, I am a WordPress web designer. I use WordPress to build all of my websites. Therefore, I will be doing a lot of WordPress tutorials and tutorials on how to install and design stuff on WordPress. And lo and behold, SiteGround does offer free installs right from their dashboard of the WordPress platform. Okay, so you can just get your hosting, get your domain name, and install WordPress right from SiteGround, which is great. All right, a lot of other web hosting platforms also offer that, but it's good to know that you have it with SiteGround too. All right, so let's keep going. It's super user friendly. All right, there are some web hosting platforms out there that are not that user friendly in terms of, and by user friendly I mean anybody that doesn't really do websites can figure it out. So somebody like you per se, if you are one of those people that's watching something about building your own website for the first time, you've never touched anything in terms of building your own website before, you can pretty much get through it if you at least just know how to follow simple instructions. Okay, so it's very user friendly in that way. You don't have to be a computer genius to figure most of it out, which is great. All right, so I love that they set up their platform so simple. Like, it's really simple. It's easy to get. You're not bombarded with information, and I love that about them. I'm pretty sure you will too. All right, so a few last things we're going to touch on here is that they have a very scalable hosting service, which pretty much means that if, for instance, if you were to build an online store, and you only had, like, let's say up to 1,000 products that you're able to support on your hosting plan that you chose, you can always upgrade to something a lot higher so that you have more space on your website if you were to decide to add 1,000 more products. All right, so just know that it's very scalable. You don't have to be stuck with whatever baby plan you chose at the beginning. You can always scale up and choose something that can handle any upgrades that you're pretty much making in the process. All right, so that's very important. You don't want to get something that you're stuck with and you cannot improve at all in the future. All right, so I love that they also have that feature. Do bear that in mind. All right, so last but not least, they also have a staging tool, which basically you can use to build out your own website without even getting a domain name. As long as you have a hosting plan, you can pretty much stage your website and build it out so you can see how everything would look, and things like that. And you can pretty much just look at the stage that you've built without even having bought a domain name. So you don't really have to buy your mybusiness.com. You just have to pretty much stage your website on there. All right, a lot of you are like probably looking for ways to stage your websites without having to buy domain names. Maybe you want to show it to a client or something like that. SiteGround does offer that, which is pretty amazing, especially for somebody like me who also does build websites for other people. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to go over today. Again, I will leave a link down in the description for you to get your hosting and your domain name from SiteGround. If you do want to explore their plans, the link is right down below. You don't have to type it in yourself. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Check them out. Again, they're my #1 recommended. If you're coming to this video because you want me to build your website for you, please do get your hosting and domain from SiteGround. All right, so last but not least, not done. I'm almost done, I promise. Last but not least, if you do not feel like building your own website, even though you're on this channel trying to figure out how to build your own website, blah, blah, blah. If you do not feel like building your own website, or you just don't have the time to do so, or you just get a little lazy sometimes and you feel like it's going to take you too long, I do offer my own services to build websites for you. So just click the link down below. I've left the link to my website, brandedbywood.com. It's linked down below. You can just click on that and you could just hit on the contact button and get in contact and let me know what your project details are, and we can get started working on your website. All right, so thank you for watching this video. Check out any of these other videos that probably are going to be sticking to the top or bottom of this video. I'm probably going to be showing something here or something there. I have no clue. I'm not new to YouTube, but I'm new to this YouTube. So anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm out.